Hi there, Bruce Nelson, Cochrane, Ontario. Wintertime is an exciting time of the year for me and my family. We like to get out on our snowshoes as often as we can. And one of the main events we do for us on snowshoeing is going through the bush and snaring wild rabbits. We take great pleasure in it, and it's very easy to do, and my kids look forward to going out and doing the same. So I was looking around on YouTube and trying to find something that I could look at and see what was actually out there for tutorials or people, their experiences in setting snares. Not a whole lot available. I did find some people have made them with steel wire. Others have made like deadfalls, ones that have the willow where the popper would pop up into the air and suspend the rabbit from the ground after it's caught. The sets I'm going to do are just going to be a basic one. I'll show you how I make my snares, and then where I would set them. There's a big difference between finding rabbit tracks and then finding a rabbit trail. And if you find a good rabbit trail, that's where you want to set your snare. So we'll go through that, okay? Now I've got a couple different snares here, ones that have already been made. This one here has not been used. See, it's still got its kind of uniform shape. This one here was one I used last year. You see, it kind of looks a little more dented or more used. That's okay. What I'll do is I'll set a snare with one that I made today that's still uniform and smooth, as well as set one that has been used, and I'll show you a very simple way to get it from this condition to this condition. Super easy. So what I want you to do, or what you can do, is start with your wire. A good measurement to use is about 20 inches, 20, 22, depending on the size of the tree you're going to be using for your anchor. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make it with 21 inch. I'll go 21 inch. It's December 26th today. Christmas is yesterday. Santa was here. Okay. I'm going to go down about an inch from the end. There's nothing on the other end. One piece of wire. I'm going to go down about an inch from here. I'm going to spin the wire around the pliers twice, so it's parallel with the end. Okay? And then from that, what I'll do is I'll start to wind it. Wind the end around. And I'll explain to you what I'm doing here as I'm doing it. So once I get the end secure, and I take my needle nose off the end, you're going to see it looks really distorted. That's okay. You can expect that. So I'm just going to stick my needle nose pliers into it and get that nice shape. Okay? So now this would work. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this here at all. You could use this. But what I want to do is make this hole a little bit smaller. So I'm going to grab it here, hold it tightly, and give it a couple more twists just to make that hole a little smaller. And when you do that, it's going to offset it again. No problem. Stick your needle nose in, ream it out a little bit. There we go. There it is. Your snare. So essentially, this snare is now complete. The only thing left to do is to make our loop, go through it. See, there's a 21 inch here, and that doesn't leave me a whole lot to use, but that's plenty if you get the right size diameter tree. So I'm going to set that in, and you can see that it's set just the way I want it to go. You can manipulate that, you can go ahead, you can put the hole over on the side here, but this is essentially what you're looking for. And I still got on top here 5 inches. 5 inches of wire to play with. Now once we get into the bush, I'll show you exactly what I do to set this snare. Now if you can picture, I got a double loop on there, right? So when you catch your rabbit, if you can envision, it's going to pull it down. All right, so there's more surface area on that wire where it kinks rather than just a single layer. It kind of doubles it up, okay? So now that this is complete, and there's all kinds of ways to do it. This is the way I was taught by my two late Uncle Olivers. And they're both from up north, both well skilled in the bush. So I'll go like that, and I'll just wrap it up. My snare is ready to be set. So what I'll do is I've got this one I just made. This one here was already made but not used, and this one was used last year. And I'll go out and we'll walk together and I'll do some videos of the tracks that I find and the trails that I find, and a couple different options for you to set the snares. And then the final video will be going back out tomorrow after my morning events here at the house, and then we'll go check the snares. I've got about a, I don't know, 600 meter trail that I walk on, and ample water, ample rabbits. Okay, thank you very much for watching this part, and watch for the rest.